Welcome, rare gems. How you spend your money is how you vote for the life you want to live. Money doesn't just pay the bills, it reveals what you value, what you prioritize, and where you're going. For Sigma females, this is especially true. These women don't live by the rules society hands them. They don't spend to impress others or to fill some emotional void with things that glitter but mean nothing. Every dollar has a direction. Every purchase has a purpose. A Sigma female sees money not as a status symbol, but as a tool for freedom. She doesn't follow trends, she funds her independence. While others might chase likes, clout, or approval, she's quietly building a life that fits her, not the world's expectations. Her spending choices reflect a sharp mind, a strong will, and a commitment to self-mastery. Sometimes that means splurging on solitude. Other times it means saying no to what everyone else is saying yes to. This video dives deep into the raw, unfiltered reality of how Sigma females use their money. Not the Pinterest version, but the real one. If you're tired of cookie-cutter advice or shallow spending habits, you're in the right place. Watch until the end, not just for insight, but for inspiration. If you're a Sigma woman or becoming one, let this be a mirror and a message. You don't owe anyone an explanation for how you spend your money. Just make sure it's building the life you actually want. Let's get started. The rare gems. Number 1. Investing in skills that keep them dangerous. Sigma women don't just settle for the skills everyone expects them to have. They don't follow the crowd, and they certainly don't let society dictate their boundaries. Instead, they actively seek out skills that keep them dangerous. Not in the physical sense, though that's definitely part of it, but in the sense that they're equipped with knowledge and abilities that make them unstoppable. Picture this. While others are signing up for basic yoga classes or the latest dance craze, a Sigma female is probably booking a tactical shooting course. Why? Because she knows how to protect herself, and maybe, just maybe, she likes the idea of being able to hit a target under pressure. It's not about owning a weapon. It's about owning herself. Then there's financial forensics. You might be thinking, wait, isn't that a bit over the top? Nope. Sigma women know that understanding financial systems, forensic accounting, and the hidden world of money manipulation is a superpower. If they're going to be in control of their finances, they want to understand the system inside out. No one's pulling the wool over their eyes. Negotiation psychology? Oh, that's a must. Ever seen someone talk their way into a deal that's too good to be true? Yep, it's probably a Sigma woman who spent hours studying how to read people, control a conversation, and get what they want without ever breaking a sweat. You'll see her thriving in boardrooms where others are scrambling to keep up. She's cool, calm, and in full control of the deal. And then, martial arts. Because why not? Sigma women know that being physically fit and mentally sharp go hand in hand. They take self-defense seriously, not just for protection, but for confidence. No one's going to mess with her when she's one roundhouse kick away from putting them in their place. So, you'll see them in spaces you didn't expect, in men's jobs, in industries where they're dominating with skills that aren't even on the radar of most. Because for a Sigma woman, the world is her playground, and she's learned to play the game on her terms. And you'd better believe she's dangerous, in all the best ways. Number 2. Rejecting the pink tax. Sigma females are smart shoppers, and one thing they absolutely refuse to do is pay more just because something is pink and labeled for women. That's called the pink tax, and Sigma women are not having it. You think she's going to spend $3 more on a razor just because it's sparkly and says, "smooth like silk" on the packaging? Please. She's grabbing the men's version. It works better, lasts longer, and costs less. Win-win. She sees right through gendered marketing like it's a bad magic trick. A women's pen? Why, does it come with emotional support and gossip sessions? No? Then she'll stick to the regular black ink, thanks. And don't even get her started on shampoo bottles that say things like, "for her delicate strands," while charging double for half the product. She knows it's all a scam wrapped in pastel packaging. Sigma females are immune to that kind of nonsense. They don't buy into fluff. They buy what works. They research, they compare, they read the ingredients, check the reviews, And if two products do the exact same thing, you better believe they're choosing the one that makes financial sense, not the one that's trying to feminize deodorant with a floral name and a higher price tag. And it's not just about saving money. It's about not being insulted. The pink tax is basically society saying, let's charge women more for the same stuff and hope they don't notice. Well, Sigma women noticed, and they're not playing along. They'd rather put that extra money toward things that actually matter. Skills, freedom, experiences, investments, not overpriced eyeliner that's secretly just the men's version in cuter packaging. So next time you see her in the store comparing razors or buying men's body wash, just know she's not being quirky. She's being smart. She's spending with her brain, not her gender. Because Sigma women don't just reject the pink tax, they burn the receipt. And number 3. Silent philanthropy. Sigma females have big hearts, but don't expect them to blast it all over social media with a "look at me donating" post and a carefully filtered selfie next to a giant novelty check. That's not their style. If they're giving, it's quiet, intentional, and probably under a name you've never heard of. Some people donate for applause. Sigma women donate for impact. They don't need their name on a building. They don't want a plaque, a shout-out, or a standing ovation. In fact, if someone tries to publicly thank them, they're the type to politely but firmly decline. For them, true giving doesn't need a spotlight. It needs results. They'll fund a scholarship and never tell a soul. They'll quietly cover someone's medical bills, rescue a shelter full of animals, or sponsor a girl's education halfway across the world, all without ever attaching their real name to it. To the outside world, it looks like nothing happened. But behind the scenes, life-changing. Why so secretive? Because Sigma women don't perform. Their kindness isn't for show. It's an extension of their values, and let's be honest, they don't trust performative charity culture. The idea of filming themselves handing out food or narrating a donation video makes them physically cringe. Their motto? If you need cameras to be kind, you're doing it for the wrong reasons. They also do their homework. A Sigma woman doesn't just throw money at any cause. She digs deep. Where's the money really going? Who's running the organization? Is this solving the root problem, or just slapping on a Band-Aid? So while others are out here hashtagging their generosity, the Sigma female is in the background, moving mountains quietly, and never needing credit for it. Because in her world, true power is silent. And real generosity? It doesn't need to be seen, it just needs to be done. Number 4. High investment in self-reliance. Here's something you need to know about Sigma females. They don't like asking for help unless it's absolutely necessary. Not because they're stubborn, okay, maybe a little, but because they genuinely enjoy being capable. If there's a choice between hiring someone or learning how to do it themselves, 9 times out of 10, they're choosing to learn. And yes, that even includes fixing their own sink at 2 a.m. after watching 5 YouTube tutorials and mildly flooding the kitchen. But hey, lesson learned. This mindset shows up in how they spend their money. Sigma women aren't throwing cash at trendy things. They're investing in skills and tools that make them more self-reliant. Want to learn how to build a website from scratch? She's paying for that coding boot camp. Curious about starting a side hustle? She's buying that course and probably 3 books on digital marketing. Is the world falling apart again? She's ordering emergency kits, water filters, and researching how to start a fire with a battery and gum wrapper, just in case. And don't get it twisted. This isn't fear-driven, it's freedom-driven. There's power in not needing to wait for someone else to solve your problems. Sigma females know that when life gets messy, and it will, having the knowledge, gear, or mindset to handle it is priceless. They'll also spend money on solo travel guides, language courses, or self-defense classes. Not because they're paranoid, but because they plan ahead. You think she's going to wander through a foreign country without knowing at least a few survival phrases in the safest neighborhoods? Please, here's the kicker. While others spend money trying to impress people they don't even like, Sigma women spend money to be prepared, be capable, and be unbothered. That's real wealth. So, yeah, maybe she's not posting shopping hauls, but if you ever need someone to survive a blackout, launch a startup, or escape a zombie apocalypse, you better hope a Sigma woman's around. Number 5. Investing in escape plans. Sigma females don't just have a savings account, they've got an escape plan. While other people are planning birthday trips and shopping sprees, she's secretly building a just-in-case-I-need-to-vanish fund. And no, it's not paranoia, it's strategy. She's the type who knows exactly how much it would cost to disappear for 6 months, move to Portugal, and start over with a new SIM card and a new haircut. Not because she plans to do it, but because she could. And that's the whole point. Sigma women don't like being trapped. Whether it's a toxic job, a draining relationship, or just a city that's getting a little too loud, they want options. Freedom is their currency. So they spend wisely on passports, flight alerts, emergency funds, and maybe a secret Google Doc titled Countries with No Extradition, Just Curious. They've got backup plans for their backup plans, maybe even a bug-out bag stashed somewhere with protein bars, a solar charger, and a notebook full of cryptic life goals. Sounds intense? Maybe. But when chaos hits, the Sigma woman isn't panicking. She's already packed. This mindset doesn't mean she's living in fear. In fact, it's the opposite. She sleeps better knowing she's not financially or emotionally handcuffed to anything. While the world promotes settling down, she's quietly investing in getting out if I need to. And it's not just about escaping disaster, it's about maintaining control. A travel fund means she can take a break when life gets too loud. An emergency stash means she doesn't have to tolerate nonsense just because rent is due. That's not luxury, that's power. So if you think she's just sipping matcha and journaling for fun, think again. That notebook might contain the coordinates to her freedom. Sigma females don't run when things get tough, but if they ever need to, trust me, they're ready. Number 6. Paying for silence, space, and solitude. Peace and quiet isn't just a preference for Sigma females, it's a necessity. While the world worships hustle, noise, and non-stop stimulation, Sigma women are out here spending real money just to be left alone. And yes, they'll gladly pay extra for it. That's why you'll see them drop cash on noise-canceling headphones that could block out a tornado. It's not just for music, it's for sanity. Those headphones? That's not tech. That's a portable force field against the chaos of the world. Kids screaming, co-workers oversharing, loud neighbors. Not her problem anymore. And when she needs to recharge, she's not booking a wild weekend with 10 people in a shared bathroom. No thanks. She's finding a quiet little Airbnb in the middle of nowhere, with zero social obligations and the kind of silence that makes you hear your own thoughts clearly, for better or worse. Co-working spaces? Oh, she's there. But only the ones that are open 24/7, where no one talks to you unless you make eye contact, which she won't. She's not paying for coffee and Wi-Fi, she's paying for focus, mental clarity, and the ability to be completely undisturbed at 3 a.m. if that's when inspiration hits. Because here's the truth, solitude is her fuel. Silence is how she resets, recalibrates, and gets her edge back. She's not avoiding people out of rudeness, she's just allergic to distraction. She'll invest in anything that gives her the luxury of uninterrupted thought. For her, that's not a splurge, it's self-preservation. So while others might think spending money to be alone sounds lonely, Sigma women know better. Alone doesn't mean isolated, it means in control. And when she pays for space and silence, what she's really buying is the ability to hear her own voice again. And that's priceless. Number 7. Tactical splurges, not guilt spending. Sigma women don't just splurge, they strategize. You won't catch them mindlessly swiping a credit card at a sale just to feel better in the moment. No, their splurges are deliberate, thoughtful, and built to last. They're not after a fleeting dopamine rush from the latest fast fashion trend. They're after investments in items that will stand the test of time. For example, when a Sigma female buys something big like a handcrafted knife, she's not just admiring the polished wood and sharp blade. She's thinking, this is going to last me for years, maybe decades. I'll pass this down. It's an heirloom in the making. She buys with purpose, knowing that it'll have practical use and sentimental value in the future. Or let's talk about that first edition book she's been eyeing. It's not about showing off or impressing anyone. She's not collecting dust-gathering decorative books. No, she's grabbing a piece of literary history that speaks to her, something she'll read over and over, find new meaning in each time, and likely treasure for the rest of her life. That's not a splurge, That's an investment in her own intellectual enjoyment. Then there's the bespoke leather bag, timeless, classic, and tailored to fit her perfectly. She's not spending on a bag just to have something cute for the season. She's buying an item that will age like fine wine, developing its own character and charm as it's used. Every scratch, every crease tells a story. Sigma women know the difference between guilt spending, those impulsive buys that just fill the void for a minute, and tactical splurges, which are investments in things that enrich their lives for years. It's not about keeping up with trends or impressing people. It's about finding quality items that elevate their lifestyle in ways that actually matter. So when she splurges, it's not reckless, it's calculated. She's not here for a quick high. She's here for lasting, meaningful ownership that aligns with her values. And honestly, that's a splurge we could all get behind. Number 8. Passive income over passive spending. Sigma females don't just spend money, they make sure their money works for them. While the world spends its paycheck on the latest gadget, Netflix subscriptions, and avocado toast, Sigma women are over here putting even the smallest amounts of cash to work, making it grow behind the scenes like a stealthy little financial ninja. You won't catch her letting money just sit in a bank account collecting dust. No, she's too smart for that. She'll invest in stocks, purchase small digital assets, or throw a bit into real estate ventures. Anything that keeps her money moving and multiplying. Even the tiniest amounts can be part of her financial empire. She understands that wealth isn't about having more money in your wallet. It's about putting that money to work and making sure it doesn't stagnate. Take side ventures, for example. Sigma women are the queens of passive income streams. While most people are trading time for money, she's figuring out ways to make money while she sleeps. Maybe she's building an online course, selling digital art, or running an automated affiliate marketing business. She's constantly thinking of ways to make her money work harder because, let's face it, working for money can get old. And when she's not focusing on side hustles, she's investing in things like index funds or crypto, low-maintenance ways to make her cash grow steadily without her having to constantly check her bank account. She loves the idea of building wealth without constantly trading hours for dollars. It's not that she's obsessed with making more money, it's about freedom. By focusing on building passive income, she buys herself time to do what she wants, not what she has to. No 9-to-5 grind, no just scraping by lifestyle. Just freedom to choose. So while others are swiping their credit cards on a whim, Sigma women are busy making sure their money is out there doing something far more valuable. Working for them. And that, my friends, is the true power of financial independence. Number 9. Experiences with depth, not social currency. Let's get something straight. Sigma females aren't out here trying to go viral. They're not taking trips just for the aesthetic. You won't catch them hanging off a cliff for a photo, just to caption it with wanderlust. Nope. They travel for transformation, not attention. While influencers are booking villas for the background vibes, Sigma women are booking silent retreats where no one talks for a week, and the Wi-Fi is non-existent, on purpose. Sounds intense? That's exactly the point. For her, a trip isn't a getaway. It's a chance to unplug from the noise and plug into something real. She's the type to sign up for a wilderness survival course and think, yeah, eating bugs and sleeping in a tent will be character building. And weirdly, she's not wrong. These kinds of experiences challenge her, strip her ego, and rebuild her clarity. That's the thrill she's after. Not 500 likes on a beach pic filtered to death. Historical travel, she's all over it. While others are taking selfies in front of famous ruins without knowing a single fact about them, she's deep in conversation with the local guide, asking questions, taking notes, and probably correcting the guidebook later. She's not just visiting places, she's learning from them. Here's the beautiful part. She'll come back from these experiences different, calmer, sharper, wiser, and probably with a few hilarious stories she'll never post online, like the time she tried to meditate for 8 hours straight and ended up arguing with her own thoughts for 6 of them. But that's growth, baby. Sigma females don't need their life to look amazing. They need it to feel meaningful. They invest in experiences that challenge their comfort zones, shift their perspective, and feed their soul, not their feed. And that's a kind of luxury most people will never understand. Number 10. Privacy comes at a price, and they pay it. Let's be honest. Most people give away their personal data like it's a free sample at the mall. But Sigma females? Not a chance. If privacy is the new luxury, she's out here spending like a queen. While others are downloading every shiny app that screams, "Free, just give us access to your camera, contacts, and soul," the Sigma woman is saying, "No thanks, I'll pay for peace of mind." She gets it. Nothing is really free. If you're not paying with money, you're paying with your data, your habits, your entire digital footprint. That's why she doesn't mind shelling out for things most people overlook. Secure messaging apps, encrypted cloud storage, unlisted numbers, burner phones, and VPNs that would make even a hacker pause. And yes, she knows she sounds a little like a spy movie character, but she's okay with that. In fact, she kind of enjoys it. There's something satisfying about having a digital life that's harder to track than a ghost in a thunderstorm. While some people can't go 5 minutes without tagging their location, she's purposely vague. Is she in the city, the mountains, Bali? Who knows? That's the point. You won't find her name on those people search websites either. She's already paid to have that info scrubbed, twice. When she shops online, she uses aliases and masked email accounts. Her passwords? 47 characters long, and none of them are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's not paranoia, it's boundaries. While the world becomes more intrusive, she's drawing sharper lines. It's not because she's hiding something, it's because she owns herself, and that includes her data. So while others are busy selling their privacy for convenience, the Sigma female is over here buying her silence, her safety, and her digital dignity. Expensive, maybe, worth it, every damn cent. Fit? Every damn. Number 11. Strategic minimalism over flashy consumption. Let's be real. The Sigma female is not out here buying glittery nonsense just to keep up with what some influencer is wearing on their 4th vacation this month. She's not buying 10 versions of the same cheap shirt that'll fall apart in 2 washes. Nah, she's playing a different game, a smarter one. It's called strategic minimalism, and it's as sharp as her mindset. Sigma women spend on less, but what they buy lasts. Think quality over quantity, function over fluff. Instead of buying 12 fast fashion jackets in pastel colors just in case, she's got one badass black coat that works in every season in every country and could probably survive the apocalypse. That's the energy. This isn't about being stingy. It's about being surgical. If an item doesn't serve at least 2 or 3 purposes, it's not making the cut. A Sigma woman's wardrobe isn't bursting with stuff. It's curated. Every piece has a job. Every purchase is intentional. That shirt goes with 5 outfits. Those boots, built like tanks. That bag, stylish enough for brunch, tough enough for travel, and just the right size for world domination. There's also a low-key rebellion happening here. While the world screams, more is more, the Sigma whispers, actually, less is better. She's not trying to win the prize for the most shoes or the most makeup palettes. She's trying to win freedom. Freedom from clutter, trends, and the hamster wheel of consumerism. And the best part, she looks effortlessly put together. People think it's some kind of magic trick. Nope, it's just strategic buying. She's not shopping for dopamine hits, she's investing in her lifestyle. There's no chaos in her closet, only clarity. So next time someone flexes their shopping haul, just smile. The Sigma doesn't need 100 things to look amazing, she just needs the right 5. Now tell me that's not boss level. In conclusion, when it comes to spending money, Sigma females don't follow the crowd, and they definitely don't do what society expects. They don't waste cash on fleeting trends or mindless purchases. Instead, they make every dollar count by investing in things that bring lasting value, whether it's their own independence, knowledge, comfort, or peace of mind. They know the true value of freedom, so they spend on experiences that shift perspectives, skills that give them an edge, and items that are built to last. They invest in themselves, not for validation, but because they understand that true wealth isn't measured by what you own, but by what you can do, learn, and achieve. It's not about the size of their paycheck, but about how wisely they use it. Whether it's building passive income streams, mastering a new skill, or securing their privacy, Sigma women are always thinking long-term. They don't buy to impress, they buy to empower themselves. So take a page out of their playbook. Be strategic with your money. Invest in your freedom, your growth, and the things that will truly add value to your life. Forget keeping up with the Joneses or chasing instant gratification. Instead, focus on making decisions that will shape your future in ways that matter. It's not just about spending wisely, it's about spending with purpose. At the end of the day, the way you spend your money reflects who you are. So why not spend it like a Sigma woman, on what builds your future, not what satisfies a fleeting moment? The choice is yours. Make it count. Thank you for watching The Rare Gems, and God bless you.